All right, Commissioner Miller, thanks for joining us here at the Texan. How's things going?
This is very, very busy. Of course, we're at the state Republican convention. It kicked off.
Right.
A lot of enthusiasm here.
Yeah.
There's a new wave of optimism in the crowd, the grassroots. They're tired of the rhinos.
Right.
They're tired of the wokeism.
Right.
They want to take Texas back. I think they're going to do it.
Okay. Well, you were telling me before we started recording, you have a bus set up outside. Why don't
Yes.
you tell us about this bus tour you're going on.
Well, this is separate from the Trump campaign. We have to keep it separate for campaign finance laws. We
Right.
can't be, coordinating with the Trump campaign. But it occurred to me that Donald Trump's going to need some surrogate speakers. They're going to keep him in the courtroom all they can. He's not going to be able to get out on the campaign trail as much as he would like. So I'm putting together the gas and groceries tour.
Nice.
The gas and groceries tour, and it's all about exposing Bidenomics. The price, how much gasoline has gone up, how much groceries, everybody's bill has gone up.
Yeah.
So I'm taking it to the 10 swing states.
Okay.
If we can move the vote 1% in each one of those swing states, Trump wins all 10 swing states.
Wow.
So that's it. We're getting chairman and co-chairman in each one of those states to help us. But we'll be taking the bus. It's down. We brought it down here to debut it at the convention.
Okay.
So we're looking for sponsors, people to help us out, to fund that. It's quite expensive to travel 10 states with a bus.
Right.
Text messages, TV, direct mail. We're going to do all of it. If we can raise the money, we're going to do what Trump can't do for himself.
Right. Well, you've been an ardent Trump supporter for many years now. Has there been any conversations about Sid Miller joining a Trump administration?
Well, there has been lately a few of the news articles, and I'll tell you like I told them. I said, way too early to talk about that. We've got to get Trump elected. That's the main goal right now. I mean, if we don't get him elected, none of that matters.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, it's happened once. People don't know that, but
Oh, really?
September prior to the last presidential election, I got a call from the White House, and they said the president wants to know if you'll take a Senate confirmed appointment. And I said, nothing I wouldn't do for the president.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
They said, well, there's going to be some changes in the cabinet after the election, and we need you to come up and run the USDA.
Wow.
I said, so I'd have to apply, or no, you're the only one. So anyway, I went through the FBI background checks. I was ready to go, and of course, Trump didn't prevail. I wouldn't say he lost, but he didn't prevail.
Right.
So,
well, that's very interesting. So you guys have had prior conversations. It could be on the horizon.
we haven't really. We only briefly mentioned it this time, so I'm not focused on that. I love the job I'm doing. I think God's been preparing my whole life for this position. So with my background, and it's easy for me, and we got everything going just like Texas needs it in agriculture. So we're in good shape.
Right. Well, you mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, you're known for rhino hunting.
Oh, yeah.
And we have local elections, runoffs going on. Talk to us a little bit about who's in your sights right now.
Well, prior to this election, I always adhered to Ronald Reagan's 11th commandment. Don't attack a fellow Republican. And I always kind of did that, and then I kind of had a cowboy logic moment, and I thought, these guys aren't Republicans, they're rhinos. So I declared open season on rhinos, no bag limits.
Okay.
I endorsed over 40 challengers.
Yeah.
And we won most of those seats, and we're going to get the rest of them in the runoffs. So
right.
we had 5 House members decided to hang it up. They saw the handwriting on the wall and didn't run. Lieutenants of the Speaker. We got 9 more in the primary. We've got 8 more in the runoffs. So we're going to take the Speaker out and about 25 as lieutenants. So it should be a new day in the Texas House. I think we're going to see the grassroots finally prevail, and it's happening all across the state.
Right. Is there any specific races that you're really focused on, that you're really keeping an eye on?
Well, these 8 or 9 runoff races, I'm working hard for, Cheryl Bean. Just did an event for David Covey, who's running against Phelan. Working, just all of those real hard. We want to make sure that we prevail. Katrina Pearson, all of those races are important. So they're all getting equal attention.
Right. Well, a lot of conversation during the convention has been about ballot security. Do you think Texas Republicans, what do they need to do to ensure ballot security for voters?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm backing Weston Martinez for party chair. Weston is the authority on election integrity. I mean, he's got the research. He knows it like the back of his hand. We're not doing enough. We've done a little bit, but nowhere near are our elections secure. So he exposed some election fraud this week on being able to get your ballot and see who you voted for. I mean, that's crazy. He wants to do things like move the RPT headquarters out of downtown Austin, out of liberal Travis County, and move it to Williamson County or Red County. I'm for that. So he's got a lot of ideas, and the best thing about Weston is he will unite our party. Our party's divided right now, and we're not strong when we're divided.
Right.
So we need to bring everybody together. You know, everybody needs to be pulling the same direction, and that's not happening right now.
Right. Well, you talk about the party being divided. In the time we have left, what do you think is going to be uniting for the Republican Party here in Texas?
I think it's this conservative movement. It's getting rid of the wokeism. It's getting rid of the rhinos. It's getting the grassroots. You know, people are disappointed. A lot of those woke Republicans won't come to the convention. You know, even our governor thumbed his nose at us at the last convention. I hear that he's not going to speak at this convention. He's afraid he'll get booed. John Cornyn, you know what happened to him. So this is the grassroots movement. This is the stalwart, hardworking, dedicated, conservative Republicans at this event. There'll be 10,000 of them here. It's the largest political convention in the world. Is right here. So this is where it's at. These are the people that shape the future of Texas, and Texas shapes the future of America.
Right. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and hopefully we can talk again in the future.
Glad to do it. Thank you.
Yeah.